What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about shadow brows. So if you're interested, please stay tuned and we are going to go through this process together. So hey guys, this is the Minister of Beauty and I share the Bible. That's business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. You don't have to wait until the end of this video to hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that notifications bell so you know whenever I do upload a new video. But I like to talk about beauty topics on Wednesdays. And this one is not necessarily something new, but as you may or may not know, in the beauty industry, which I am licensed in, I'm a licensed esthetician. Sometimes trends and fads come around, and sometimes things that have not been anything invented is just given a new name because of products or techniques that are used. This is pretty much what this is, and this is a technique called shadow brows. So with the name shadow brows, what it is stating is that you're using a powder to fill in your brows and add dimension and fullness. And I know for a lot of us who don't naturally have full brows, this is something that is key and essential. And that is why a lot of us spend a lot of time and money on products for our brows and time spent to take care and fill in our brows. So the powder mimics the look of the shadow that would be cast behind your brows because the hairs are so dense. When you're using pencils and other products to fill in your brows, what you're essentially doing is mimicking the look of hairs. But the powder, it just softens the contrast between the hairs and the skin, and it's softly closing in the gaps that you may have and giving the brow more density. And you can see my brows and you can see what they look like before anything is done. And I have pretty full brows. I did clean my brows up recently, actually a few days ago before doing this video, with hard wax. And so that's why my brows are not as full, but they're definitely cleaned up. And I try to take care of cleaning my brows up more often than not, but sometimes I'm spending more time taking care of my beauty guests and my business that I don't really get a whole lot of time to tend to my own in terms of cleaning them up. But I'm pretty much filling my brows in every day because I feel brows and lashes are just essential. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel that they are key and they're necessary to having a full look, even if you don't have on a full face of makeup, which I do not in this video. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, which I encourage you to do so, and go and check out so many of the other videos that I have, you know that I tend to go makeup free for the most part, just because I like my skin to feel free and not have anything that is just binding it. And I touch my face every once in a while, so I don't really want to get any makeup on my hands, but that's neither here nor there. It's just something that I just wanted to mention. So yeah, I don't have on any makeup in this video. But what this technique does is it is not only using color to fill in your brows, but it creates the illusion of a shadow under your brows. And in turn, you have the illusion of fluffier, fuller brows. So in order to do this technique, you want to make sure you have the right essential equipment to pull this look off. In my business, I use Billion Dollar Brow products. I've been using them for several years now, and there's so many other makeup brands and just products and brands that specialize in brow essentials. So you use what works for you. You use what you enjoy, what you find is your faves, but I still really do like the Billion Dollar Brows products, and I've carried them in my business probably now for about maybe about 6 years, so it's been a while. But you can see I have this Mad About Brows palette, and I'm using the mainly taupe color just with a touch of Raven, and Raven is the black color. I don't recommend you fill your brows in completely with black unless you just really want to go there, but I just had a touch of the Raven because it just gives it a little bit more depth And so I like that for myself, since even though my brow hairs are dark brown, I just want to give my brows a little bit more depth. So that's why I just use a touch of the Raven powder mixed in with the taupe powder. You also need to have a spoolie for brushing through the brows, and also I like to have what you can see is a dual brush, because I've got on one side the mascara or brow spoolie along with the angled brow brush. So I use the angled brow brush for filling the brows in with the color, and then I use the spoolie for brushing that powder through the brows to even everything out. I'm also using the dual pencil, which has a highlighter and a concealer on either end, and I'm using the highlighter end just a touch. As you can see, I'm not really using a whole lot, because after I fill those in, I just literally go under the brows and just place maybe about 4 little dots, and then I'm using this contour brush just to brush that underneath to smooth that out. And sometimes I even use my ring finger just to even that out underneath the brow bone to highlight that area. I know some people like to do a whole lot of highlighter, but for me, less is more, and a whole lot less is really a whole lot more for me. And again, I'll just touch on this a little bit more since I really just talked about this, but the key to getting natural looking brows is trying to use 2 shades if you can. And like I said, I use the taupe powder color, and I also use a little bit, just a touch of the Raven. But what using 2 different shades does is it really just helps to create more dimension. And if you want, you can even use a very fine, light, sparkly product for highlighting underneath the brows. I do that every once in a while, but that's something that you can do as well. So using all of these products combined to create this shadow brows look, it really just completes the look of my brows, and you can just really see what a difference doing your brows makes. Like, just not having anything on your brows at all. I can't believe many years ago I used to not even think about my brows, but now I can't even imagine walking out of the house without having my brows filled in. And yes, you can just see from the before and afters that I highly recommend getting your brows done. Doing them professionally is highly recommended as well, not just because I'm a licensed esthetician, guys, but I just think that sometimes you just need to allow others to do the work for you versus you trying to do everything yourself. And my business definitely stays busy doing a whole lot of brows. And I love brows. I really do. I love brows. I love lashes. I love skincare. I love it all. But shadow brows, it is a necessary thing for those who do not have really full brows. And if you have fuller brows like I do, as you can see, having your brows done just really makes a big difference. So let me know if you have any questions about any of the products I use, about anything regarding this technique, or if you have any other questions, definitely feel free to leave them in the comment section. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel by clicking the links in the description box. And again, this is the Minister of Beauty here to share the Bible. That's business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. Until the next time, have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.